Welcome and welcome back to my channel, everybody. I hope you've all had a wonderful new year, start to the new year, beginning of the new year, whenever you are watching this. Or at the end of the new year, whenever you're watching this. This is all about 2022. I said I was gonna do some predictions for what this year was gonna be like, what are we gonna encounter, any themes, any lessons, what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, I felt five groups for today's read. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some theme cards first. And then depending on which card you resonate with, that's gonna be your group. And then you can head to the timestamps down below. I'm getting all tongue-tied because I think Mercury's moving into Aquarius, so correct me if I'm wrong. I have not been keeping up with astrology lately. There's been so much going on. I'm gonna do a life update video, probably the one after this. So without further ado, let's just get started. I'm gonna shuffle, see what comes out. I could tell you on the 31st, I felt super dead. And on the 1st, I felt like I was reborn. I felt like I had a new zest for life. So I have a good feeling about this year. All right, I'm gonna redo that. Pile 1, group 1. What are the themes? What is the theme that we are facing for those who choose group 1? What are we facing? What are we learning? Group 1 has Lady Venus. Downloads and understanding. All right, if you resonate with Lady Venus, group 1 is for you. Let's see group 2. Lady Portia. Sorry, it's really cold out here. Divine Order. An important lesson is unfolding. Group 2, that's you. Group 3 popped right out before I even got started. Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Wow, okay. And that's coming in fast for whoever is choosing that group. All right, group 4, before I even got started. 𝐏𝐤𝐜𝐤, Facing Fear. It's really cold out here. My fingers are shaking. Okay, group 5. Who do we have for group 5? Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Wow. Okay, group 1, Lady Venus, Downloads and Understanding. Group 2, Lady Portia, Divine Order. Group 3, Cosmic Gateway with Horus. Group 4, 𝐏𝐤𝐜𝐤, Theme of Facing Fear. And 5, Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. My alchemists, my wizards. Okay, let me set these aside and we are just gonna dive right into group 1. Let's see. Oh, by the way, bottom of the deck, we have Diana, Focused Intention. I'm gonna say this is for all of the groups. Major theme of this year is focus your intention. What do you want? What do you want to happen? What are you trying to call in? Right, group 1. Sorry, I'm on a new level today. I am on a new 2022, new year, new me. Like, I actually feel it for once. All right. Probably gonna split this into 2 decks so it's easier to shuffle. So group 1, we have Lady Venus. What's coming in for our 2022? A lot of wisdom. Well, not even just wisdom, but I feel like there's a lot of learning that is happening here. You are moving through, I feel a lot of growth coming in here in terms of what you are understanding, not just about your path, not just about your journey. I feel like those in this group who are undergoing their awakening, and even if you don't really feel it, you're picking up a lot. Whether it's intuitively, whether it's in your dreams, whether just energetically. It's one of those things where someone says, like 3 things on a topic, and then you kind of just like the next day you totally understand, and you're like, yeah, okay, I totally got the whole meaning behind what they just said. Now, there's something a little bit very cosmic about this, and not just from her photo, but yeah, she does have a lot of like cosmic energy around her. See, the caption here says, truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from the astral realm. So a lot of this is going to be coming intuitively to you. I really do feel that intuitively, whether it's with your conversations with other people or, man, like the feeling I'm getting here is it's unseen. This is not a tangible thing. It's just a natural understanding coming in. Okay, so yeah, so what are we going to be facing in our 2022? I'm going to pull a few and then see what we have for you. Okay. Mother of Feathers. It's funny because the energy has slowed down for me for this read. So, Father of Feathers. Wow. That's interesting. We have a balance here. Oh, I guess I should do it this way. Mother of Feathers, Father of Feathers. A bit of balance, which makes sense because you're coming to an understanding, right? And when you are able to understand, what does that do? That brings balance to whatever the topic is. That brings balance to whatever you're approaching. There's definitely balance coming in for your 2022, for your year. Whoa, flyer. Morning. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me just tune in real quick. So, wow, okay. Mourning. I feel like there's a mourning of like an old you. There's a mourning of the past you. You know, what I really feel coming out of this is, look at how both of these cards, I don't know if it's going to be reversed on the camera, but for me, they're facing like to my right when I'm looking at them. They're looking towards the future. So it's like there's this balance that's in your future that I think intuitively the vision I'm getting here is you're going to be like shedding this old self, really, because you're coming to these new understandings. And when you come to new understandings and to balance, you become somebody different because you're not repeating old patterns. You're not being that old version of you anymore. That's why there's a mourning coming in here. I almost feel like some of you are purposefully or like with intention taking down this old version of you. Because look, they're all J's, and it's like you're taking down this old version of you because you're like, you're no longer serving me. You're no longer getting me to what I want. My desires are changing. My dreams are changing. I can't be this anymore. I really can't, because I want to fly. I want to fly. And 3, again, is all about like spiritual ascension. For me anyway. That's how I'm reading it for you. Oh my gosh. The Hanged One, which is Hanged Man in traditional tarot. New perspective, right? Like new perspective. I guess you could say in the same thing. It's like you're taking down your old self. You're hanging up your old self. This is no longer you. Let's keep going with that. Wow, we have a lot. So what's coming out of our 2022? We have a lot for you. I feel like this is actually setting the foundation for, yeah, the word foundation's coming here. It's setting the foundation for a lot of what you're going to be building in your future, even beyond this year. Which is big. That is. Daughter of Roots, what did I say? You're gonna be, again, it's like facing, looking towards the future, looking towards like what you want coming up ahead. It's setting the foundation for what you want forwards. Look, so many roots. You're setting the foundations. Healthy foundations. I want to say. You're setting healthy foundations. I'm feeling called to this. They're like, pick the deck up again. Okay. Right. This one, fulfillment. Yeah, so this is all towards building what you want. I feel like I said earlier, it's like your dreams are changing, what your desires are changing. You want things that are more fulfilling for you, not just materially. Like, this is emotionally, this is spiritual fulfillment. It's not necessarily something tangible, it's a feeling. And that's what you want, right? Feeling. We have Jupiter going through Pisces this year. So it's all about that kind of like dreamy, emotional fulfillment that, you know, the Pisces energy is really what reminds me of like romanticizing things and fantasizing about things, but you can actually make it real here. It's kind of like what we had with the bottom of the deck, where I said in the beginning, focus your intention. So that's really what I'm seeing here. Your understanding is bringing you new intentions and new desires, and for some, I feel really this huge letting go of, I can't do that anymore because I want to get here. Like, I can't be that person anymore. I can't think that way anymore. I can't live that life anymore. Because it's not getting you that fulfillment. It's not getting you what you want. Point blank, period. So, what else do we need to know about your 2022? Because I don't feel like you're done here. This is building a foundation, which in itself is powerful, but... Okay, we had temperance, burden. Temperance and burden. What do we have going on? Yeah. Okay. Look at this card. The vibe I'm getting here is you're trying to get past this tree. You're trying to see like the sky, like what your dreams, they're flying all over there behind you, like free, you know, freedom. And you can't see past this tree. It's all overgrown. It hasn't been taken care of. It's so thick, you know, you can't see anything. That's your burden, right? It's like all this overgrown stuff that needs taking care of, just energetically, emotionally. It could be what you're still carrying, yeah, on an energetic level, what you're still carrying emotionally, the parts of you that are still keeping you in the same cycles. You know, what needs to be cut away, what needs to be cut back. It really all begins with what's no longer serving you, and I feel this emotionally. Look at your emotional state, right? And then see what you need to shed to cut away the growth. What do you need to shed? Because it's burdening you. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is a vulture, but for some reason it reminds me of a turkey, and that's really, maybe it is a turkey. But I have a strong feeling that it has a lot to do with your abundance, with your prosperity, what you want to gain. Okay. Wow. So we started with understanding and now we're going deep. That's what we want to see. So keep going. What more is in your what more is in your 2022? All right. Wow. Okay. We have Daughter of Horns. What does that say? Son of Roots and the Lovers. Okay. How am I reading this? The first thing that really came to mind is you know, look at this. First I was going to say it's like your drive, But then I got drawn to this little, it's kind of taking a sip from a spoon that's right above its nose, and it's like taking a sip of the water. And so your message is like, you're gonna have like this little taste of what fulfills you, right? Like something is gonna happen where maybe it's an event, maybe you try it, like maybe it's an opportunity that comes to you, but maybe it's an opportunity you take the initiative to try. I feel like you're likely gonna take it first, but the opportunity will present itself. It's up to you to take it, right? So you're gonna get this little taste, right? Spirit is bringing you the little taste of emotional fulfillment, just wanting you to see what it's gonna be like. And that's, I feel like it's gonna spur you. Really what I wanna say is that you're gonna be like, wow, I want more of this, right? Like this feels good. My cup is filled by this. I feel so emotionally happy by this. I want more. I'm gonna start to pursue more things that make me feel this way. What is that gonna do? That's gonna cause you to dig. It's gonna cause you to dig and not only just reevaluate your foundations. I feel here you're gonna start looking like, what parts of my life do I need to change? I really feel this very, very active energy of, I'm gonna get rid of everything that's not making me feel fulfilled, that's not giving me a taste of that emotional energy that I wanna feel. That happiness, that joy, that love, that abundance, whatever it is. Because that's what your path is gonna be focusing on this year in 2022. The Lovers. Okay, that's wild because what did I say? You were having balance, right? Like you were having a theme of balance really coming to. The Lovers is balance, but it's also your passion and it's things you literally love doing, the things you want to feel. You want to feel love, and that's really what fulfillment is all about. Like the root energy of fulfillment is love. I really also am getting the message that you are going to be guided through this path, like through this journey. Because look at this. You start off with spirit giving you the little taste. Like I always see birds of spirit, right? And towards the end, it's this giant eagle in the background, right? It's in the back. It's not really in the forefront, but you're being guided and it's guiding you to this, like this sun. What was I saying? Happiness. This is your path this year. I mean, it's a part of it, of course, but it's a huge theme and there are going to be a lot of, intuitively, I feel like there will be a lot of, synchronicities isn't necessarily the right word here, but events happening, opportunities happening, things making an appearance here and there, whether it's like through people or through social media or through connections. Things are going to be coming onto your path to give you that opportunity so that you can make that choice. Do I want to follow this path that's going to lead me to greater fulfillment? That's going to lead me to what my heart wants? Or do I just want to pass it by and keep doing the life that I've already been doing, that I already know what it's like, that's comfortable, but maybe a little bit boring or not that colorful, or, and I'm not trying to be harsh about it, but that's like the way the energy is coming through is very exaggerated, where it's like, do you want that same monotonous energy? All right, my cards are flying away. Hang on. Or do you want the freedom? Do you want the freedom to fly? Do you want the freedom to fly? Because if you do, you have to go get it. Because this was the card that flew away. The Father of Feathers, masculine energy, right? You have to go after it. The opportunities will come to you. You will attract them. But they're not the ones that can make you get up and say, I'm going to do this. They're just going to be there. And it's up to you if you want to take them or not. All right, group one. I feel like that is it for you. Have a beautiful 2022. Let me know how that resonated in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, if you chose group 2 with Lady Portia, Divine Order, This group is for you. This reading is for you. Let's see what we have coming this year. All right, where should we get started? I actually kind of want to read it intuitively first. Lady Portia, what do we have? Flow. First word that just came on in. Flow. And wow, it's actually pretty strong. It is pretty strong. I'm going to say this year there is a lot of, you are in the flow. It's coming for you. It is very, you're in alignment. You're in alignment. Like there's no other way around it for me to say. You know how sometimes flow is very like surrender, relax, just go with the flow, just take it easy. And sometimes it's like boom, 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 like pick up the pace, let's go. Here, it's neither of those extremes. It's like very, very centered, very incredibly centered. You're in the flow. Whatever happens 2022, just know that everything is unfolding as it needs to, as it should be, as it has to for you. So you can put your mind at ease right now, right before we get started. All right, 2022. What do we have coming in for our 2022? What are we facing? What are we experiencing? What do we need to know? Accomplishment. Well, that's a good start. All right, I feel, those in this group have done a lot of hard work. In some way, shape, and form, you have been very committed to your growth. I want to say you're going to be reaping a lot of the rewards of that hard work this year. High Priestess. Wow. Okay, powerful pile. Ooh, you've been doing a lot of clearing out. I don't know if you realize this, you probably do, because you've been doing a lot of hard work. You've been doing a lot of clearing out. Look at this little sage bundle smoking up over there. Wow, okay, so I feel like you have been doing a lot of work in terms of, I don't want to just say your shadows, because I feel that it's not, like that's an encompassing term here. For you, I feel it's more like you've really been finding those hidden parts of you. You've been navigating the parts of you that have been hidden. Or maybe this is what you're going into. Either way, I'm just going to go into it. It's like the parts of you that haven't been so clear. What am I trying to say here? So it's like the visual that I'm getting here is it's like, you know, you go into murky waters, but you don't know what you're going to find there. That's what I'm getting. Like, you don't know if there are alligators in there. You don't know like what kind of snakes or lizards or whatever you're going to find swimming in that water. You've been going into your shadows, yes. So you've been going into the murky water, but you've been uncovering what's in there, what you didn't know was in there. So really what I feel is like you've been bringing out these parts of you that have been so hidden and clearing them out. I think you might have even experienced like, wow, I didn't even know I was carrying this. I didn't even know that I was even feeling this way. You've really been bringing that to light. Again, it's like the owl sees in the dark. It sees the unseen. It sees what's hidden. Okay. Wow, yeah. Oh, union! Yay! We love to see it. Wow, again. 2 and 2. It's like you've been bringing balance. Kind of like group number 1. Bit of balance here. There's more to this. Hang on. I think it's in this. What is this union? Oh! We had victory, right? I feel this is you bringing balance to yourself. As cheesy as that may sound. Bringing balance to yourself. Yeah, like taking down your snakes, like your transformations, right? You know, it's like these parts of you that you no longer need, but it's like you're making yourself whole. You've been making yourself whole. Interesting. I'm getting a little confused whether this is like what you've been doing or what you're moving into. No, this is what you've been doing. This is what you've been doing. So what are we moving into? I'm curious. Clearly this is coming out first because you need to be aware that you have accomplished or have been accomplishing this. Take this as your validation that all the work that you've been putting into it is like the image I'm getting here right now is it's kind of like setting the tablecloth. You're setting the space. You're setting the stage. That's what I want to say. All this work that you've done, have been doing, maybe even are doing currently, is setting the stage for this year. Okay, wow. So, interesting. Yeah, tell us more. What are we experiencing in 2022? The Hierophant. I just got a message that part of the path, but more like there's an energy of something greater here. Also because we had the Emperor pop out. I'm gonna pull one more and see. There we go. Father of Arrows. I feel like we have a lot of, I don't know, I'm getting like really wise energy coming in here. Very, very wise. Okay, let's see. Things becoming clearer. There's a bit of vibe here about discernment, in the sense that this work that you've been doing, these shadows that you've been bringing up, you know, everything that you are able to see, whether it's like actually physical and tangible or whether it's like just an emotional kind of energy, everything that you are able to see, you kind of add it to your encyclopedia in your brain, right? You kind of add it to your knowledge, your book of wisdom. And so things that you are able to see, especially with the work that you've been doing, like especially for you, you're now able to, you know, when you see certain circumstances or certain events, or are given certain choices or decisions to make, now that you've had the experience of, I used to have that pattern, or I used to make that kind of choice, or I used to do this kind of action, you now have the ability to, it's kind of like learn from the past energy, I really want to say. Like, you are able to apply what you've learned through this process and now make a completely different choice. Or, you know, it's really up to you. There's some energy here about like very, very wise discernment. And not just for yourself, for I think others around you, like people around you. I think you are also able to see kind of like where they're acting out of. There's something deeper here. I'm not stopping there before we go on. There's something deeper here. Yeah, and it's a 5 card. 5's all about change. Changing your choices, changing your actions. Here we go. And I was about to say the mushrooms are popping out to me in this card. Right over here, which I was gonna say, like, from things, change from the things you've gone over, transformed from. And then what did we have? The death card popped out. Wow, yeah. A rebirth. This year holds a rebirth for you. New year, new you. Right? Okay, I'm not gonna get too cheesy, but oh my gosh, like, this is deep. Look at this. There's like teeth on either side of this skull that's hidden in the dark. Like, this is an intense vibe. You've faced some intense stuff. And sure, that can be very subjective and relative, but what's been intense for you? Not what is intense, like what the media shows, not what is intense, what other people have gone through. For you, emotions can be intense. Memories can be intense. People, places, like what we experience, like we all have different like gauges of intensity, right? But it's like you've gone through some intense processes with what you've released or let go of, or what you've seen that you're holding inside of you. And I really want to say, you know, this process has really transformed you. And really what I see here is you're going to be somebody new. You're turning into somebody new, so that you never have to really face like those patterns or cycles or whatever it is, your situations. We're not doing that anymore. We are not. Okay. Tell me more to lead me into the next few cards. Wow. Conflict. And I love this card because it's conflict, and yet we have two hummingbirds, right? Conflict in terms of your heart wants what it wants, right? Your heart wants certain things, but you've been carrying this turmoil. And so it's kind of felt conflicted, like you want love or happiness or fulfillment or whatever it is that you are wanting. I just feel bright, light, positive energy, that kind of experience. And yet it's that which you've been carrying that's been conflicting with getting you there. It's been holding you back, right? It's been keeping you stuck, hence the rebirth, because we want to get to that light energy. Okay, let's lead into more of what we are going to be facing, because it keeps popping up. I really want to say this is a massive theme you're going to be using to kind of cross-reference things that come in this year for you. So it's like, I'm getting this message that, you know how I said it's like setting the stage, right? But that doesn't mean you're going to forget all about everything that you experienced. I really feel like you're going to be reflecting this year about what you faced, what you came out of, what you've been growing from. And you're going to use that to make your decisions and decide, what is good for me? What's going to lead me to that light, to that positive, high vibrational energy I want to experience in my life? Okay. Oh yeah, so what I wanted to say here, the Emperor, right? The Emperor, the king of his life. You're at the top of the world and you're just like, really it's that masculine vibe of, I'm going to make my own choices that are going to get me to the top. And so aiming to what's going to get you there. Take your arrow and point it to where you want to go. And you want to go up. All of this is pointing up. He's going up this way. He's pointing up that way. Out from the dark, out from the depths of these teeth underground, the skull, from the roots. But that's what you've been doing, is you've been reworking the roots. Okay. a lot of this reading, it keeps focusing on like the past. Probably what, I mean, it is very important, but that's probably what this year, 2022, is really going to, a lot of reflection. So what can we look forward to? I'm gonna ask that. What can we look forward to? Because clearly you're gonna be building a whole new life for yourself. My hands are so cold, it's hard to shuffle. Okay, we have actually 2 cards. Swiftness and the Fool. New life coming in hot and fast. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, okay, wow. Actually, yeah, really? Okay, I just got this, like, download, whatever you want to call it. I don't even think you're going to be expecting how many new opportunities and little magical surprises are going to be, like, hitting your life this year. Go from 0 to an 8, right? Look at that. That's incredible. It's like you've set the stage for this new life, right? And it's like you're thinking, oh, things are going to come in, like, nice and slow or whatever. I'm going to take my time, but no, I think you're really going to be surprised by, wow, there's a lot that is coming in that I wasn't expecting it was going to be here this fast. I've done all this work, and when you do the work, the energy's kind of like slow, and it's like taking its time, and it feels heavy and sticky and, you know, whatever. At least that's what it feels like for me. And now it's like, Spirit's like, oh, she's ready. All right, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I really wasn't expecting this. It's coming up from behind. And it's like you're going to be given these little opportunities. It's like it's time. Okay, anything else we need to know before I close this one out? There is always something else we need to know. Okay. The Empress. There's a giant red-tailed hawk right there. If it comes around, I'll record it. Amazing. Okay, wow, wow, wow. Right, where were we? The Empress. This is literally to go from, what did I say? Rebirth. To go from death to new life. That's incredible. Incredible. You're literally going from like winter to spring to summer. You know, it's like you're moving out of this. You really are. You're reaping the rewards of doing all this hard work. You are going to be rewarded for all this hard work. You are literally rewarding yourself by everything that you've gone through. The universe sees that. And I'm sure to some extent you probably see it for yourself. That I've done all this work and now it's time for me to enjoy, you know, the spoils of my labor. You know, this new life, new experiences, new people, new, I don't know, like creativity is coming in here. Something that you create, like new, either new craft or new, there's new. That's what's coming in. And it's a new moon today. So, well, I mean, the day that I post this. So, manifest if you are watching on a new moon. So, wow. Yeah, incredible, incredible. Congrats, pile 2. You really deserve it, honestly. Like, this is amazing. This is what we all want to see. Let me know how that resonated in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, if you chose group 3, you had Horus, Cosmic Gateway. So let's see what we have coming in for you. Wow, magical experiences. It was the first thing that just came out from that one. Magical experiences. Spirit is speaking to you very loud this year. There's this bird that's sitting like not too far from me, and it's just, I don't know, it's like pulling a face at me. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but this camera does not have great zoom, but trust that it gave me a look that showed me it knew what I was, it heard me. So, right, magical experiences. Magical mystical maybe. Depends on what you're looking for. So what are we experiencing in 2022? What's coming? We had Mother of Roots. And ooh, I just got this very interesting vibe of like seeds that are not necessarily being planted. I feel like they've been there. But this year is 2022 is the time when they are going to begin, you're going to begin seeing them. They're going to be sprouting. There's this very interesting, oh my gosh, it's kind of like, you know when someone's being coy with you, where it's like, hey, like, are you throwing me a surprise birthday party? It's like, oh, I don't know. Are we? And you kind of know that they are, but they're like toying with you. That's really the vibe that I'm getting here. Something about, I think maybe things that you've been asking for or wishing for and thinking like, oh, I don't know if they'll ever come, or I don't even know if this is possible. I feel that. Even not even sure if it's like totally possible, but it's like this vibe of the universe kind of wants to slip you a 20, like slip it in there for you. Interesting. Yeah, things you've been asking for. Joy. Oh my gosh. Things you've been, oh my gosh, just getting this such a satisfied look from this bird. Like this is spirit and this is you, like, oh my gosh, like I got what I wanted. Wow. Magical experiences. Magical experiences coming in. Okay. All right. Look. Right after I felt good about that, we had defeat and anguish. So, bottom of the deck, work. All right. Is this work that we are going to be doing or that we have already done? What is this little change of vibe that we have here? Armistice. I just heard can't know. So when I see this card, see how they're like blindfolded, they're running forward, they don't even know like one or the other has been shot, but like basically they can't see, but they're running forward. So I kind of see here, it's like you by a can't know, they mean that you can't always know exactly what's going to happen. You can't always know exactly what's going to come. That's why there's that vibe of it's like a surprise, like a birthday surprise, right? And just the way that the cards are laid out, it's like this is you on the ground. This is you. You can't know. You're not sure. Your mind is like, oh my gosh, I'm just defeated. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's coming. But on our last level, on the higher perspective, we have the joy. We have the secret surprise. The universe seeing from its high perspective. We're going to be putting some magic here and there. While you think that, oh my gosh, like it's never going to happen, it's not going to come, I might as well just give up. It's like that divine little sprinkling. Oh my gosh, it's just so funny. Okay, wait, well I want to know more about this, this can't know. Have you been asking? Have you tried asking the universe, like, can I have a hint? Can we have a hint? Tell me more. Literally, it came out again. That's insane. You've been working at it. I think there's some kind of work that's been going on here. I think, okay, so I'm getting this image of in the moments that you do have felt like defeated or just like, ugh, like, I don't know, it's not coming, like, I don't know. For some of you, I feel like it's spurred you into more work. Not in the sense that it's like just you're trying to distract yourself, but it's like, why is it not happening? What else do I need to work on? What else do I need to fix? What else is preventing this from coming in? Like, you've been trying to sniff it out. Like, what else is in there? You know, like, what other shadows are holding me back? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like, this is such a determined energy because that's really it. I feel like you're so driven and you're so determined. You're like, I want to get to this magic. I want to get to this little feather they're like dangling above me, right? Like, I want to get up there, but I know that I have to look inwards to do that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, what a fun pile. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, so what else is coming into rivalry? What else is coming into our 2022? Oh my gosh. Wow. Rivalry and then success. Something about this feels like, this is the most peculiar vibe. Something about this feels, it's like you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just stuck struggling, like working, fighting with myself, like, why aren't I getting the things, like, why aren't they happening right now? Why aren't they happening right now? And then it's just this vibe of like, it happens. Then it just comes in. Then it just happens. And you're like, oh, it's here. I don't know why I'm like really wanting to laugh at that, because it's just like you digging away at it and then someone's like, hey, they're at the door, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I can stop now. Like, it's here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's like you're gonna be so you know, it's like you're gonna be so busy like working or like rolling around in the dirt that then it's like, oh hey, yeah, it's here. Yeah. So weird how that, yeah, happiness, and then you're gonna be like, okay, well, I guess I can party now. What the heck? Pile 3. All right, hang on, I want to know more about this. Into this. Tell me more about this. Like, how the heck? What is this rivalry? It doesn't necessarily have to be an actual rivalry. By that I mean more of like fighting with yourself, kind of. I think this is what you're trying to get out of yourself, actually. A happier life, a more fulfilled life. This is you. It's like you are your own rival. You're trying to dig out and take down those shadows that you have within you, because you don't want anything preventing you from living that bright, colorful life that you want. That's who your rival is. And so, yeah, it's like you're so determined, because those in this group know that if you want your external circumstances to change and your external environment to change and to live a more high vibrational life, you have to start inwards. You have to start from the inside. And you have to, you know, do that inner work. Do that inner work. Take down those old patterns. Figure out what's been holding you back. Your fears, your doubts, your shadows. Because this is what you're wanting. And that's not a terrible thing. No, it's not a terrible thing to really focus on work, your inner work, because you're wanting a really beautiful life. Something that's going to make you more happy and joyful. And yeah, but I really want to come back to, it's like there's that element of surprise that's also here. All right, anything else we need to know? Because there's something else here. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. I feel like we had some other 2 cards. But anyways. There's a lot about digging happening here. Look, they're like digging into the little tunnel and doing the work, and you've been digging. Hang on, there's one more. I know I just kind of like went silent, but there is one more. So I'm being pulled to that little bird again. You know what you are really wanting, like at the bottom of it, at the base of it all, it's like the sense of freedom. That's really it. You know, you're not just digging to be like the best person out there, the best version of yourself. I mean, yes, and that's going to come with it. But it's like this freedom, so that you can kind of like stop fighting with yourself, right? We are our own worst enemy, and it's like you kind of want a freedom from that so that you can go, and I'm really getting the message here is like go and live the life that you want without feeling like you have any kind of second guessing or hesitation holding you back, without feeling like you have to question the things that you want. It's kind of like just the freedom of like, just go and do it and not have to look back and not be held back by anything. Most of all, yourself. Why do I feel like there's more? There's more! But wait, there's more. All right, well, we're gonna keep going because pile 3 needs to hear it today. Jesus Christ. Okay. Truth. Power. The Chariot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's what you're trying to find. It's like yourself, but your power. And, you know, being able to make the choices that you want, do the things that you want, experience the things that you want in your power. And what that means is it's like, tomorrow I'm going to go out of the country and I'm going to go backpacking by myself. And you're not going to second guess like, how is it all going to come together? Like, oh my gosh, like, should I invite somebody else because I'm scared? Or it's like, oh my gosh, like how, oh man, like second guessing. Or it's like, can I even do this? Like, I don't know. Like, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have that because look at this. Look at this, you know, like you've got the wisdom, the intuition, and then you've got the power to make that call, to do that, whatever you want, and be like, I'm just going to do what I want to do and it's all going to come together. I'm going to live my life the way I want it. And nothing's going to hold me back. Like no shadows, no people. Because you have that power. This group, you have that capability of just not having any strings attached. Like the image they're showing me is like a marionette puppet or something. What is it that, like the puppet with the strings? But it's like, instead of other people, doesn't necessarily have to be other people, but it's like your shadows making your choices for you. You're not gonna have that because you will have illuminated them in 2022, where they no longer run your life. The light runs your life, not the shadow. Oh my gosh, that was powerful. Okay. Group number 3, let me know how that resonated in the comments below. Have a beautiful 2022, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so if you chose group number 4 with 𝐏𝐤𝐜𝐤, facing fear, This group is for you. Okay, I love seeing her pop out because we know that things are going to be happening, because when things are happening, that means we're going to be facing our fear. We want things to happen, right? So what do we have in 2022? What's coming? What are we facing? What are we facing in 2022? All right. That's funny. Okay, the oppression, the magician. Let me take a look. First thing I am getting is kind of like hesitation, but it's almost like, can I do this? It's just questioning, like, can I really do this? But the underlying card is the magician, right? So it's like, we can. Can I really do this? Am I really capable? Look at this. Please focus. Okay, there we go. Look at this card. Really trying to focus it. So, geez. Okay, I'm going. So, okay, so look at this hunched over hawk, right? It's hunched over, and these little birds are like, nah, 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 like, you can't do it, you can't touch us, you know, like, you can't get there. It's a hawk. Okay, it could take them down if it wanted to. Why is it letting itself be oppressed by these little birds that don't mean anything to it, that can't actually do anything to it? Right? And it's like, you have this magician energy. Do you realize it? Do you realize you have all the resources that you need? You are capable of getting everything that you need to make something work. So, Son of Arrows. It actually popped out on the growth card. Growth, Son of Arrows. What am I feeling here? Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. Look at this little termite, whatever that is. That's what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking it now, maybe you were thinking it. I feel like you're going to be moving out of this energy in 2022. Like, this energy will dissipate, but our current state is this little bug who's underground and thinks that that's all there is. Maybe not even that that's all there is, but that they can't get any higher. You know, and it's like, look at this, there's a whole nother world above you. There's an entire, like, look at all these new and other bugs and other experiences, and there's more. There's a limiting here that's happening here, self-limiting belief. But it's a limiting. Like, I can't climb higher. I can't go more. And there's a big plane that's flying right above me right now. It's like, it seems so far for you, or you're placing yourself on the ground looking up, like, maybe one day. Well, if you keep thinking that, right? So let's keep going. Facing fear. Facing fear. Okay, we had an inspiration. Inspiration come out. Tell me more. Inspiration, the Hermit, Wealth. I'm just gonna pull them all out. Oh my gosh, Son of Feathers. Incredible. Okay. Hang on. I'm just showing this to you. Inspiration. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this. And what is inspiration? It's literally from spirit, right? Inspiration quite literally translates to something like in spirit, like spirit is in you, or to breathe life into, something like that. Let me see. There's a lot that's happening this year for sure. Oh my gosh. There's a need to really what it keeps interrupting me. It's this vibe that you tend to get stuck in a little bit of you're facing something, right? And then you get these little thoughts at the back of your head like, oh, you can't do it, or maybe you're not, it's like you're not certain, it's an uncertainty. And then it's almost like you kind of just zone out on it. And then you just zone out and then nothing happens. What is it? Analysis paralysis? Is that what that is? And then you just zone out and then you just stop thinking for some reason. You just stop functioning. Why is that there? Why is that there? It's like frozen in fear almost. But I don't necessarily feel it's about being scared. It's just like a paralysis. Hang on. 𝐏𝐤𝐜𝐤, the world. Well, the first thing I thought of here is squirrels are very active. They're very nimble. They move around really quickly. They think very quickly, fast on their feet. So you want to experience this world, you're gonna have to move your energy about. Do things. Like, that's the message. Do things, be a squirrel, be curious, try things out. The world is out there. Go see it. Go see it, because you're just acting like this hermit. Like, I'm just gonna stay in my little world. That's not always bad. But life is about ebb and flow. And if you stay in one ebb or flow for too long, you create a stagnancy. That's why there's this inspiration that's coming to hit you. Or maybe you'll bring it out of yourself. It's gonna hit you, it's gonna light the spark to get you moving. There's something more about this hermit though. Oh. Right, came out enchantment. Enchantment. Huh. This group needs to do some thinking. Some thinking. What do you want? What are you wanting? Like, literally ask yourself, what do I want? And you have to have an answer for that. Come up with an answer for that. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be small. It can be whatever you want, but what are you wanting? And I think that that's maybe even the answer to get you out of this like paralyzed state, right? Is you become frozen and you stop thinking and you kind of get lost maybe in your thoughts or your day. And you ask yourself, what do I want? Have that be your driving choice to get you to where you want to make that. Oh my gosh, what is holding you back, group 4? Like, why I'm feeling so like I'm really having to push against this flow, against the vibe that's like coming over me in this reading. All right, well, I want to go more into this enchantment because that's where it wants me to go. What is this enchantment? Withdrawal. Are you thinking it's just a fantasy? Like what you're wanting? Is that what it is? Like it's just an enchanting dream and that's it. And that's it for you. Like what Because that's, and it's like you know, you might be so close yet so far. Look at how close they are to each other and they don't even know, or how close they are to the roots that they want to eat and they don't even know. Like, they don't even know. You don't even know how capable you are of getting to what you want. You don't even see, and you don't even realize, okay, yeah, it's like, it's coming in now. You don't even realize that it's within your reach. It's right there. It's right there. For some reason, you're not seeing that. That could also be a lesson, is that you're not supposed to see it before you try, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there when you make that jump, when you take that leap. It's that inspiration. Oh my gosh. You just need to try. Because what did we have coming in? We had wealth. We had you flying. Look at these cards. These are high vibe cards. Look at all of that that's happening. This joy, this growth. You know, these hummingbirds. You're flying with the feather. There's more for you to gain by facing your fear, by doing the thing. Whatever the thing is for you. All right. Celebration. Holy, wow. We have like a bunch of major arcana that all fell out at once. Please, the devil, the moon, the tower. Okay. Yeah, it's that devil, it's that devil energy that is, look, you want to get to the celebration, right? It's this devil energy holding you back. This unhealthy attachment to something, whether it be to security, whether it be to your current lifestyle. It could be repeating like emotional, unhealthy attachments, patterns, whatever is keeping you from feeling fulfilled, from feeling like you can achieve anything that you want to achieve, right? Like, that's what you need to take a look at. The moon, illuminate that. You need to look at it, because otherwise it's going to keep ruling your life. And break it down. Break it down. The tower doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be extreme. It just has to be, it can be as simple as, whenever I feel afraid, instead of sitting back and not doing it, I'm just going to do it scared. But I'm still going to do it. Like, I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to let fear rule my choices in 2022. Wow. All right, anything else for group 4? Son of Horns. You know, I feel like you're finally going to start trying things without, oh my gosh, it's so freaking cold. You're going to start trying things even if they don't work like the first time, but it's more like, instead of having everything like perfectly planned out, and no, specifically knowing that you're capable without having that please tell me if you're one of those people who doesn't do something unless you know that you can do it the first time. Or it's like, unless you know, it's like you're not going to play a game unless you know you can win, kind of thing. It's kind of like that vibe. You're not going to try something unless you know you're going to excel at it the first time. It's kind of like that. But what I'm getting here is you're not going to be doing that anymore. Now you're just going to be trying things, and if they work out, they work out. If they don't, they don't. But you're not going to let fear hold you back from trying. You're going to see what sticks, right? And I think you are really going to surprise yourself this year, because what do we have? The sun. Honestly, wow. Okay. What's coming up is you are going to gain more fulfillment, more joy, more happiness out of the trying. because what does that do? That gets your energy out and moving, like the squirrels. You're gonna try things out. You're gonna see, I'm gonna try this nut today. I'm gonna go over to that tree tomorrow. You know, maybe there's like a coyote out there who might eat me, but I can't just sit in my own tree for my entire life because there aren't even any more nuts on it, right? Like there's not even any more fruit growing on my tree. I have to go out and see the other trees, the other bushes, shrubs, the other animals. Right? So it's like you're gonna start reaching for things and see, maybe you can grab them. Maybe you can get to them. All right. I feel like that's it for group 4. That was powerful. Wow, incredible. I hope you all have a lovely 2022. Let me know how that resonated in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, if you chose group 5, Holy Amethyst Divine Alchemy, this reading is for you. So let's see what we are facing in our 2022. Finally made it to group 5. I have been freezing out here. It's a lot colder in the shade than I would have expected. Okay, so yeah. What do we have coming in? Ooh, possibilities. Possibilities are opening up for us. Union. Coming together with what we want. Right? Wow, I feel this very magician type energy here. Where it's like, I want it, I got it. But more like, I know how to get there. I know how to make it happen. I know which dots to connect. I know who to talk to. Wow, okay. High Priestess. Yeah, overflowing vantage point. Okay. Yeah, you set your sights on something. You know how to get to it. And even if you don't know how to get to it, you know which, kind of like which strings to pull, how to build up towards it. Which, oh my gosh, okay, like if you're in a city and you're trying to get from one point to another and there's not a direct bus line that gets there, you know which buses to take to get you as close as you want to where you want to go. So it's like you're very intuitive with knowing, how can I get there? How can I get there to what's going to fulfill me? Vantage point. You're seeing and trying to kind of like map out, but it's not just map out. I don't feel it's just that. It's like, how can you make it possible? This group has no sense of, I can't do it. This group does not have that. This is beautiful. This is incredible. This is what we want to see for 2022. We want to know that everything that we want is there. And we can make it happen. There's no, like it's just a dream. There's no, it's just a dream. It's possible for you. Okay, so what do we have coming in to our 2022? Whew. All right, we have a defeat card coming out. And then we have joy. Very opposite. Wow. We had defeat, then joy, and justice. What is justice? Balance. Defeat, joy, justice. And there's like a balance here because of that. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is kind of like balance. Intuitively, I'm feeling it's more like there's an ebb and flow. And you know what? For you, wow, this is very high level. They all are, but like, wow. So I'm going to attempt to break it down. There's a flow of life, right? Like sometimes we're in the highs, sometimes we're in the lows. And depending on which phase we're in, when we're in the highs, it's like, wow, everything is possible, everything is great. And then we get to the low and it's like, I can't achieve anything. I'm never gonna get out of this place. I'm just stuck where I'm at. Like, no money's coming in, you know, things like that. And that affects our ability to call things in or make the choices that get us a little closer to where we want to go, right? Not just in the lows, but in the highs, where you can kind of forget that it's only a temporary space that you're in, and it's going to go up and down eventually. For you, what I'm seeing here is it's like you kind of set that aside. You know that the flow is there, but it doesn't impact like what you are. It's your awareness of the flow. It's your awareness of the flow, actually. It's not that you set it aside, but it's like you're aware that it's there, so you don't let it fully push the choices you're trying to make. What am I trying to say here? So it's like the example that I'm being given is when you're in the low period, you're kind of already planning for, well, when I get back into the high period, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make these choices. Right now, I'm just gonna lay low. I'm still gonna try and like work on the things that I need to work on and show me and let the low period. I'm gonna work on my inner self and reflect on what I need to reflect on. But I know that when the high period comes back out, that's when I'm gonna start pushing forward. That's when I'm gonna start going like bang, bang, boom, get things done. You know, act big. So it's like, it's that balance of, you know, like defeat and then joy. And that's an incredible thing. That's like being aware of the flow and the impermanence of one or the other. That's a really big word that's been coming up for me lately. Okay. What more do we need to know about 2022? That's a big thing. This is like your little pre-message, which means remember this. Remember the impermanence of the highs and the lows. Remember the impermanence. Don't get stuck in, I'm in the low period, I can't see anything, I'm never gonna make any more money in my life. Or in the high period where it's like, I'm always gonna be flourishing and abundant and thriving and everybody's gonna wanna be talking to me. Or, you know, apply it to how your life is. But impermanence. Neither will last forever. Just be aware of that. Okay. What more do we need to know for 2022? Optimism. Stay optimistic. I feel something more here, though. Oh, it's it's not as easy as just stay optimistic. I think for you, possibly you're the type that likes to plan, and you like when things are steady and not very chaotic. They're not like all over the place. You like it when things progress at a very steady pace, where you can have a sure footing. You know, it's like level ground. When things are flowing, they're all over the place, not very level. And so possibly you're one of those people who it's like, it's very hard to plan my life and my decisions when who knows what's going to be happening a few months from now, right? Like, who knows how long this period's going to last. It's very hard to plan. I feel like very practical people in this group. However, growth, that's part of it. That's part of your growth. For you, this is possibly a life theme beyond 2022, is that I don't know, this dog toy is like really throwing me off right now. But it's kind of like for you, you kind of have to find that your groove in the flow. It's the growth. That's what it is the optimism that you're always going to be able to go where you want to grow where you need to go. I'm being called to this pile. You're not going to stay in one place forever. That just hit me. You're not going to stay in one place forever. Have that optimism. The Lovers. Okay, so you keep having themes of like balance, right? Justice. There's a 2 here. There's a 2 here. 2. One or the other. One or the other. There's this flow here. Okay, the Lovers. Oh, a trust in. Please trust in spirit. Please trust in the divine. Don't fall into this belief that you are doing everything, absolutely everything, by yourself, or that you have to. Assistance is there if you just ask for it. You need to ask because of the law of free will. Sometimes spirit can step in. Most of the time they can't, right? Like they need you to ask for what you want. Please help me to get this opportunity. Please help me to get out of this space. Please help me to release what I need to release. You don't have to do it alone. Perhaps even asking people around you, like not even just spirit, but like physical human beings. Right? So I said it was like, this is a very practical group. 4. You're trying to be stable. You're trying to be tangible. You're trying to have things stay a certain way for a stable period of time. It's not always going to be like that. You need to allow the flow. Father of Feathers. Oh my gosh, yeah, what was I saying? So he's on his little wooden post. And he's like, oh my gosh, there's a fire coming? You mean I have to get off of here? You mean I'm gonna have to move? Yes. You don't want to be burned. You don't want to be burnt. Bottom of the deck. Same message. You're sticking to your one tree, but you're looking somewhere else. You want to go somewhere else. You want to do something else. Get to your dreams. Let go of the tree. Let go of the post. Oh my gosh. Flow, 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 flow. Okay. Oop. Yeah, came out again. Okay. So 2022, what can we expect? Aside from all this. Celebration. That's really cold. Celebration. I feel this message like you are really... You're headed towards what you're wanting. You're headed towards like what you're building, right? Because you are building towards something. There's a lot of 4s. You are building towards something and you're headed towards it. This flock that's flying to their destination. You're headed towards it. Now, Son of Arrows. There's a deeper message here that's coming out. Okay, let's get into it. As if we didn't get deep enough. Son of Arrows, Mother of Feathers, and the Temperance card. All right, what am I getting here? there is an essence here of you wanting to be self-sustaining or independent or capable of handling everything yourself, taking care of yourself, capable of, it really is that independent vibe of like, I was able to get here on my own. Kind of like that. Like I didn't need anybody else to help. I didn't need these other people pecking around. Like I got here and I got my little flower all by myself. However, it's almost like there's a fear about your security here. Okay, it's coming in. Yeah, there's a fear about your security and how can you be secure when there's an ebb and a flow? But it's more like, really what I'm sensing here is it's, whoa, 2022, you will find greater security in embracing that flow, the highs and the lows, where no matter what phase you're in, you will have security. Wow. No matter how things are changing, no matter how things are progressing, it's like, whatever your understanding of security is right now, whether it's like a stable job that you go to every day, your regular routine that you have every year, you know, whatever it is, always having money coming in, always, you know, having the same place to live. For you, it's like through this process of understanding the flow, the alignment. Really more the flow, the ebb and the flow, no matter what phase you're in your journey. It's like understanding how to be secure in that kind of energy. You can be secure in anything, where no matter what happens, you will feel secure. You will have that security. You will know how to move through these energies that you experience in your life, even beyond 2022. Wow. It's akin to how people say, you know, if you learn how to drive in a city, you can drive anywhere. It's like if you know how to drive in like Los Angeles or San Francisco, like you could drive anywhere. It's like that. You know, if you can feel secure when no money's coming in, when you don't know where you're going to be living, when you are moving from place to place trying to figure out like, where's my next apartment going to be? Whatever it is, apply it to your situation. If you can feel secure in that, you can take on anything. And this, I really feel, perhaps it's even a lifestyle thing. Perhaps it's even for your career. Maybe you're not always going to have money coming in. But I feel this to be kind of a foundational block in, I don't even want to say block, but it's like, this is also a very strong underlying energy in what more is supposed to come into your life in your future. Yeah, this is going to allow more freedom for the things. Like, it's a foundation of greater freedom for things to come in. Wow, okay. Oh my gosh. There's a lot coming in for this group. Intuitively, what I feel is it's like this is the shift that needs to happen for more, whether it's like more magical experiences, but like the experiences that want to come in, they need this kind of foundation of security. You can't just be stuck and attached to one way of, I'm just going to go to my 9 to 5 and back home and sleep and wake up, go to my 9 to 5 and back home and sleep, 2 days off, back to my 9 to 5. And it's not about like me saying like quit your 9 to 5 job. That's not what I'm saying here. Whatever your situation is, it's more about letting go of that idea of stability that you're clutching onto, and your very planned and progressed idea of your life, how it's going to pan out, and letting go of that and allowing more. Because what I'm seeing here is it's like it's very rigid. You have a very rigid mindset right now, or possibly you're working through it, or maybe you work through it, whatever it is. But when you allow the flow, like maybe I'll have some today, maybe I won't have any tomorrow, maybe this year is going to look like this, maybe it's going to look like that. Embracing the impermanence of it allows so much more to come in. Okay, it's like it opens it up. It opens up the doors of, I'm open to whatever, because who knows? It's like that. Wow. Yeah, because some experiences that are coming in that I wanted to say, they need that energy in order to come in. They're more flowy. All right, anything else for group 5? Y'all have me winded. There's always something else for group 5. All right, let's keep going. Wrap it up so I can go get some nice hot cocoa. Does it want to come out? Does it not want to come out? What do you want? I'm gonna shuffle you one more time. There we go. Okay. I had the Chariot. I also had Swiftness. What do we have here? Things come in faster when you are able to, when you have more of a fluid lifestyle, as I want to say. Things come in faster. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when you don't have a strong grip on things, when you're already holding on to things, you can't let go and grab something else. If I'm already holding on to these cards with 2 hands, I can't let go and pick up something else, something better. So, yeah, it's like let go and allow things to come in quicker. Things to come in quicker. There's more for this. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We had Armistice. I'll probably pull one more. Okay. What do we have? The Fool. Okay. Yeah, it's about not always seeing what's going to be up ahead, right? It's like how I started in the beginning of the reading. It's like, who knows what's going to happen like 3 months from now, what the energy is going to be like, what am I going to be facing, what my situation's going to look like. But it's like, I want to say there's always going to be something new coming in. There's always going to be something new coming in when you are able. It's like monkey bars, okay? You know, hopefully you know what they are, but it's like those little like ladder rings. In order to get to the next one, you have to let go of the one behind it and move on, right? It's like monkey bars. When you're able to, when you don't always see what's ahead and have your sights set on it and be like, I want this and nothing else, you're able to do that. You're able to always welcome new experiences and have new experiences, and they're always going to be coming in. I really see that. Because remember, we started off with Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, which is really like always being able to get to what you want. Always being able to get to what you want. Figure out how to get there. And that's a lot easier to do in an environment where you have everything you need and you can create whatever you want and all of that. Wow. I feel like that is it for group 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Incredible. And this bird is giving me this look. Oh, well, now he just jumped off of the thing and he's yeah, see? He was giving me a look. All right, group 5, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below. Have an incredible 2022, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.